Okay, so we have the hard ones for create done. The only one we have left is join two playlists together, and that's basically pick the first playlist, pick the second playlist, and then add them together and store the new playlist in the database. So let's go ahead and start with the route. Actually, here's the code from console UI for join. Yeah, so just this code right here. And then I'm going to go to my web UI, and the route I'm looking for is going to be join playlists. And then we're going to create routes. And at the bottom here, we're going to define static route join playlists with a slash. And we're going to just render, def join playlists. Oh, there we go. All right. So we're going to just render the template create slash join playlists.html. And then in order to do that, I'm going to have to pass in the list of all playlists. So that's going to be playlists equals web UI get all playlists. And that will give me the list of all playlists. So now we need join playlists.html. And actually, I'm going to start by copying probably this print playlists is a good starting point. So this is going to be join playlists. And so we're going to join two playlists together. And then please select two playlists to join. And then actually I think I want a form here. So I want this code. So that's the thing that is going to loop through the playlists. But I want to put them in a selection box instead of in an item list. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a form out of create. So could be any of these. I'm just really getting it for the table. So here's the form. And then back here. So this is going to call do join playlists. And this one could actually use get. But I don't think I want to have them bookmark a join command that joins two playlists together, including the playlist, because they've already joined them. And you wouldn't want to re-execute that code. So we're just going to keep this. So this is going to be first playlist, and this is going to be second playlist. And then instead of this input here, what I'm going to have is the loop. So this inside of a select. So select, and then name is first playlist. And then I have a loop inside of there for playlist and playlists. I'm going to add an option for each one of those. And the value for the option is going to be playlist.getKey. And then the text you see in the combo box is going to be, so I think I have just the name. Yeah, I think I just want the name for that. So playlist.getName. All right. So that should give me a bunch of options in a select box. And then I want exactly the same thing here for the second playlist as well. So now I could actually put just this HTML inside of a separate HTML file and then include that in the template so I didn't have to repeat it. So that probably would be a useful thing to do, but it adds an additional level of complexity, and probably I'm only gonna, I actually probably will be selecting playlists fairly often. So I'm going to put this at top level of my templates because it's going to be used in a couple different routes in different buckets. So let's go ahead and make a new HTML file. And then this one is going to be called select playlist.html. And then I'm going to paste this code in here. And when I do the import, I have to make sure that playlist is set, which it is. And then this thing here is going to be name, call it select name, I guess. All right, so I need a select name set. And then now that I have this, I don't think I want to indent it though. All right. So I'm going to use that in my join playlists form. So the first place is going to be, I have to set select name equal first playlist. And then I'm going to import select playlist.html. And then here I'm going to do the same thing, except it's going to be second playlist. And then let's see, what is it looking for here? Oh, yeah, let me take a look at this here. Oh, I wanted to include, not import. Let me try that instead. All right, so we're going to see if this works or not. So the first one should be first playlist, second one should be second playlist. And then we don't need a description here. So let's go ahead, and then this one will be join for the button. And I'm going to get rid of the description. So let's go ahead and rerun it and see what that looks like. And then I'm going to join two playlists together. First playlist and second playlist. Anyway, so what I want to see is I want to make sure that this is second playlist. Good, so that worked. And then this one should be first playlist. Yeah, so this one's first playlist. So if I want to join Bruce Springsteen to Patti Smith, and I click the join button, so I don't have the route, but let me take a look at the payload just to make sure that I'm sending the right info back. Yeah, so the two keys, first playlist and second playlist. So that's all, that part is working. So I'm sending the right information. So the only thing that isn't working is that I shouldn't be showing these playlists here. So I have to just get rid of this stuff. Great. So now I need do join playlists. So we're going to go to create routes and all right, so I already have some code that does input validation here. So I'm going to grab one of these, and I need two of them, one for first playlist and one for second playlist. So this one's first playlist, and then I should fix the way that these things display. And then what I think I'm going to do for object name going forward is I'm just going to have whatever phrase you want to identify the piece of information. So this should be first playlist name. The first playlist name was not specified. So that's going to be the phrase that I use to identify that. So first playlist named, and I'm going to go through and do the rest of these as well, and then I'm going to change the template. So let me do validate field. So I'm going to find, so this is going to be the playlist name. And this is going to be the music video artist, the music video title, the music video URL, the performance video artist, the performance video title, the performance video location. Just scroll down a little. Performance video performance date. Performance date of the performance video. And then performance video URL. And I think that's it. So this is the first playlist name, and then that's going to be first key. And then we're going to do the same thing with second key. The second playlist name. All right, so if I get here, I have non-empty key values. So let's go ahead and look them up. So this is going to be first playlist is playlist lookup first key dot lower, just to make sure. And then second playlist is playlist dot lookup second key dot lower. And then I want to make sure they're not none. So if first playlist is none, then I want to write an error. So let me grab an error template here. Basically, it's this one. This is if the video is none, is not none. But I want to write the error if the playlist is none. So that's going to be the playlist first, actually, yeah, it was first key. Yeah. A performance, actually a playlist with the name first key was not found. Please choose another playlist and try again. Okay, and then I need to do the same thing if the second key is not found. And then if I do get it here, I have first playlist and second playlist, so I can do this bit. So actually, this is going to be first playlist now and second playlist. And then this is going to be web UI get all playlists dot append new playlist. And then I want to render a confirm playlist joined template. So we're going to confirm, actually return render template, create confirm playlists joined.html. First playlist equals first playlist. And then this is too long, so let me break it into multiple lines. So first playlist is first playlist, second playlist is second playlist. And I don't need new playlist. No. Yeah, I'll go ahead and include it. All right. So I need confirm playlists joined, and I'm going to just copy confirm playlist created. So confirm playlists joined. And then playlist. So this is going to be new playlist and new playlist. And then I don't have a decent thumbnail, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then here I will say the existing playlists first playlist.getName and second playlist getName were joined together to form new playlist.getName. And I would say we're successfully joined. And then I could actually make these linkable. I could print the contents. What do I have actually for... I'm going to go ahead and show that stuff, the same stuff when I created the playlist. So confirm playlist created. I'm just going to put this stuff in there. I mean, it's a little weird that I'm still using the thumbnail for the first image, but it's okay. So confirm playlists joined. Just put this here. All right. Let's go ahead and see how it looks. So I'm going to rerun this. And let me reload. Good. So I'm going to join Bruce Springsteen and Patti Smith. Method is not allowed, so I need to add post to the methods that I have here. So at the top in my do join playlists, I'm going to do methods is get and post. And then reload, internal server error, undefined playlist in my Jinja template, create routes, line 153. So this thing, confirm playlist join, did not work. But I got up to there. So this playlist.getThumbnail should be new playlist. And same thing with description. And then I also want to loop through the videos. So we're going to do H2 videos. And then for video in new playlist, we're gonna actually need a UL here, unordered list. And then this is going to be a list item, and we're going to include video, actually just video dot to HTML, safe. And then end our for loop and end our unordered list. And that should be it. Let's go ahead and take a look now. And I already joined them, so I should get an error. Oh, yeah. I haven't checked whether the new thing I'm adding already exists. Yeah, so when I join them together using add, the name for the two that are joined together is going to be, where's add? Right here. So this is going to be the new name. So what I want to do in my create routes here, and I don't know if I did this before, but so I have the first playlist and I have the second playlist. Before I do this add, new key is this, and then this one's going to be first playlist. And this is going to be second playlist. And then we're going to do new playlist equals playlist.lookup new key.lower. And then if that exists already, then I want an error message. Is not none. Then the playlist blah, call that new key, already exists. And a playlist with the name new key already exists. Okay, so that way I'm not going to get two copies of the same playlist. At least not two copies with the same key value. All right, so that will return. Let's go ahead and rerun. And rerun. Playlist Bruce Springsteen, Patti Smith already exists, right? Because it got built the last time. So let's try this again. This time I'm going to do Patti Smith and Bruce Springsteen. Okay, that's not... Oh, it should say if new playlist is not none. Okay, so reload. Right, so playlist Patti Smith / Bruce Springsteen created. Existing playlist Bruce Smith and Patti, or vice versa, successfully joined to form. And then songs by both. And then print a list of all playlists. I have both of these added. There's Bruce Springsteen and Patti Smith. Here's Patti Smith and Bruce Springsteen. And then let's exit and restart. Make sure they're still there. And there. Okay, and then if I access this directly, if I go to localhost / let's do join playlists with no arguments. And then if I go to do join playlists with no arguments, no, Okay, and then I have to fix the error message that's generated in my input function, input validation function in WebUI. So now I'm passing in a label for the name of this thing. So this whole thing is just going to be object name now. And this is going to be like the performance video artist was not specified. And the performance video artist was not specified. And then same thing for both of these. All right. And that should work for playlists and music videos and the other things I'm creating as well. So, all right. So the first playlist name was not specified. Good. And then if I do, let's go back here. Let's create a new music video, and then we're going to just jump right to do create music video. Music video artist was not specified. Music video artist was not specified. And then we're going to do create performance video. Performance video artist was not specified. And then that's okay. And then we'll do a playlist. Playlist name was not specified. Good. All right. So that all looks good.